process for me. Wait, hold on 1 second. Where we at today? On the same page? I hope so. Because we ain't on the same page when it comes to a karmic. I'm going to talk about it at the end of the day. You know, you ever had to reevaluate your thought process and reevaluate your thought process, realizing that you wasn't the issue? When a karmic tries to play you close at the end of the day, no, to realize at the end of the day, they only psych them own stuff out their own thought process, thinking they're going to NG harvest over you at the end of the day, only to realize they was the issue. Oh, you failed your mission. It didn't work. It's the thought process to me. You ever saw a karmic say to you at the end of the day that you are not worthy of somebody at the end of the day? Because they want your position at the end of the day, but they set it behind your back, all the way in the back. They screamed it so loud, you're not worthy. And we was trying to figure out, hold on, wait. It definitely do sound like a karmic calling us out. What happened? What did happen? Nothing. Oh, it's the thought process me. How a karmic doesn't want to see you elevate, right? They will play you so close to manipulate your character for the description that you truly not at the end of the day. But you know what? This is the kicker. No, it's the thought process me. Let you be gay. They don't like that. Oh, how could God possibly favor you at the end of the day? Oh, you. Yeah, I said what I said. No, it really be the thought process me. When they be having a whole straight body jacket on, trying to figure out they training their thought at the end of the day, only to realize they need a straight body jacket all the way to the ER. No, it really be the thought process me. Because it be the mindset for me. How the strategies they allow their narrative to project in a thought process, right? And to kick somebody down because they want someone's position so bad. Like they would do, like if you a tarot reader and you a fake spiritualist, a fake tarot reader, whatever case may be, and you a karmic, yeah, listen, let me tell you something at the end of the day. Be mindful when you sit there and watch somebody with them watching somebody trying to take somebody work at the end of the day. Oh, you only shortchange yourself. Oh, shoot. They done stepped up their game at the end of the day. How you gonna fix this? It's a reaction within a reaction. Do you not understand at the end of the day? To be able to understand someone's soul, right? And where they mentally come from at the end of the day, is to understand and actually be them. And you cannot be them, karmic. Find yourself to better yourself somewhere else at the end of the day. That's your issue. You need a whole straight body jacket. Trying to project your energy on someone else at the end of the day with your misery ass. Misery loves company. And no, we're not entertaining you today. Stay in the back. Here really be the thought process me. You ever saw somebody so delusional, a karmic? No, for real. They get crazy. Oh, crazy ain't the word. Oh. They will be so delusional to the point where their spell work ain't working. It's not working. You ever help somebody and they took it as they spell work was working, only to realize they only manipulate themselves to psych themselves out of their own mindset? When someone knew how to respect somebody and be kind to somebody, but when you're a karmic, you would never understand the difference when someone's being genuine and true to you at the end of the day, because you're on the mindset hurting innocent people when you should be paying attention to yourself and finding your training the door with a doctor. No, for real, what is your problem? It really be the thought process to me. So let me tell you about these karmic tarot readers or whatever the case may be, or these spiritual healers or whatever the case may be. And they want to tell you about you. Wait, hold on. They want to tell you about you, right? Imagine doing a reading and you're a real one. And you put your work out and you know what word for word and everything. Only for the karmic to take your work and use it for their work and say it was they training the thought. Oh, it's a thought process to me. Like, ma'am, sir, we in the right mind, common sense at the end of the day, told you it was okay to psych your own self out your thought process. If you could psych your own self out your thought process, we already know that at the end of the day, God about to whoop your ass spiritually. Oh, you about to get the only ass whooping. Because God saw you. And not only did God see you, you thought that You can manipulate people for so long. You thought that you can discourage someone for so long. You thought that you can do spell work in a toxic way to kick someone down and God not see you, and you call judgment on yourself. And I say that respectfully. Like, I'm not understanding when it comes to these fake readers at the end of the day, or these fake spiritualists that say they're healers at the end of the day, and only for you to sit on someone's page and mock them every word for word and repeat it to someone else as it's yours at the end of the day, when you didn't even know how to think for yourself, let alone speak for yourself, let alone go within to find yourself, let alone to go and go within and look in the mirror to see who you truly are. You want to be somebody so bad, and you can't even look in the mirror. You can't even smile within to actually feel yourself at the end of the day, because you're trying to be somebody that you can never be. You can never take someone anointings. You can never take someone gifts. You can never energy harvest off of a child of God, let alone a chosen one at that. And only to realize at the end of the day, you only shortchange yourself when it came to your short attention span. With your low IQ score. I don't care what degree you have, what school you have, what job you have at the end of the day. If you have to sit there and steal someone's work, it shows at the end of the day where your mindset and your mental state is truly at. And you sitting here talking about why this not working out for you. Why is that happening to you? Why is this happening to you? Why is that happening to you? Because the return back to sender actually works, you asshole. That's why. You wish bad on somebody for them to have a toothache. You wish bad on somebody for them to get into an accident. You wish bad on somebody for them to lose their job. You wish bad on for somebody for them to lose their stability, their house, their home, or whatever the case may be. You put a name to their book, a relationship. You didn't want someone to be great. Only to realize at the end of the day how God still is favoring that child of God, and you're really mad that someone is truly favored by God. Someone is truly doing God's job and ain't got to manipulate the people at the end of the day like you. The karmic that wears the mask at the end of the day, that play victim, and God saw what you was doing. Now you're paying attention because class is in session. It really be the thought process me. Because real recognize real. You got to be careful when you use that word real. Because at the end of the day, a person will psych you out your thought process, let alone your attention span, and think that you're slow. And only to realize at the end of the day, only playing their own face, taking someone's kindness for weakness. And this type of stuff happens every single day. And it's sad. It's so sad. I don't care if someone was on a platform or if they was on a job site or wherever they was at and they didn't have malicious intentions and they showed up for themselves every single day. That's like someone doing that to your child and take a mouth off your child's table at the end of the day. It really be the thought process thing. Like, why would you do that to somebody? Why would you want to shortchange somebody and not put respect on their name at the end of the day and get money and money right at the left at the end of the day off of someone else's blessing? You getting money off of someone else's blessing. And you can't even acknowledge them like, you know what, neighbor? I did take your work and I use it as my own. And I take accountability for my actions. Because that was not right of me to do. That was very selfish. You think you ain't dish your own fish, your own karma, and before you did what you did, you sat there and said that you didn't care, only to realize you only shortchanged yourself to understand your vision today? Now you so far gone? It's the thought process for me. That's what happens when you bother innocent people, asshole. I said what I said. Leave us alone. Now repeat that. I can never not stop being me. That's first and foremost. I'ma forever create. That's what God installed within me. Something that you couldn't understand was knowing your worth to stay in your lane. But you try to shortchange me because I sold my worth to understand my faith. To understand at the end of the day, I didn't have to allow trauma and pain to hold me back, let alone to respect my neighbor. Because I knew how to show up for my neighbor. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. But my neighbor was trying to entertain misery loves company. And I understood their intuition. That they didn't know how to go with them. But I still knew how to respect my neighbor, even when they was going through the issues. Not to shortchange my neighbor at the end of the day, but my neighbor tried to allow me to feel like I wasn't unworthy of myself, to become my best self vision of myself. Because my neighbor decided to take my table from me, and only to realize how God was truly favoring me. I got a table right to left, how God is truly favoring me. All these opportunities, now you're really mad at yourself because you should have stayed by yourself at the end of the day to realize, you know what? I was listening to myself, all these thoughts I had in my thought process. It was too many people talking at once. Who am I talking to now? Now you going crazy. Don't know how. Now you really need a straight body jacket. Because what was your true intentions, neighbor? It really be the thought process in me. How these karmics really be out here bothering innocent people. How these karmics would sit on your live. How these karmics will watch you, repeat what you say at the end of the day. Word for word. I can understand it was 1 or 2 words. Who gives a fuck? But word for word, word for word, word for word. And then you do a whole biography on someone's life at the end of the day, and it wasn't even you, and you getting paid off it. What a view! You only call judgment on yourself, and that's the issue. How people play victim at the end of the day, only to realize God was truly watching over that child of God for all the right reasons because of these type of issues. You know, like I said, my content is not for everybody, but I'm gonna say this respectfully: God is real. The good God is real. And it's okay that my content is not for everybody. And it's okay that a person would disrespect me because of my sexual orientation. And they're not understanding how God is truly favoring me, how God is showing me what a miracle looks like, and how God is showing me patience, and how God is truly providing for me, and how God is showing me at the end of the day what I overcame at the end of the day. I would never want my neighbor to go through that walk of life. I help somebody every single day. I help somebody every single day. I may not get the credit for it, but at least I know that God pats me on my back and shows me at the end of the day why God is still being kind to me and why I'm still showing up for myself to be kind to my neighbor at the end of the day, because I'm understanding my faith. And God put me on a mission for all the right reasons, and I understood it. I don't got to sit here and manipulate God. I don't got to sit here and clout chase off of $1 at the end of the day because I'm on God's timing, and God's always going to show up for me. And I ain't gonna sit here and ever shortchange my neighbor or discredit my neighbor or disrespect my neighbor or allow myself to come out of character because my neighbor doesn't know how to respect me. You know how many people took my kindness for weakness already? To mentally abuse me? To disrespect me because they felt like at the end of the day they had controlling issues over the narrative of whatever situation it was? And how God is truly favoring me at the end of the day. And I ain't gotta wear a mask to be real. I ain't gotta wear a mask to be genuine. I help individuals at the end of the day that kick me down, try to remove money off my table at the end of the day. But I would never do that to my neighbor. I never did that to my neighbor. I know what I did in my past at the end of the day, and God forgave me. Just like you had a past. But the difference between me, you, them, and they, right? I'm not living in my past. That's the difference. I'm not living in my past. I'm living in the current. I'm living in the current where God is allowing me to show up. I'm living in the current where God is allowing me to believe in myself, to understand that, hey, I'm favoring you today. Show your neighbor that I'm favoring you, that you are the miracle to yourself, and that you are the believer within yourself at the end of the day. When they try to discourage you, they try to kick you down, and show your neighbor at the end of the day that, hey, God got your back too. The energy hits different. I don't have to go into a book to read a Bible scripture at the end of the day to preach. It's already installed within me. That's the difference between me, you, them, and they. We are all not the same. To try to keep up with me at the end of the day, or to sit here and try to manipulate my energy, or to sit here and try to manifest off my energy, or to sit here and try to disrespect me, or to sit here and try to do spell work and throw it at me at the end of the day, only for you to fall short, neighbor. It's not looking good on you. It's not. That's so unhealthy. But you did it to yourself in the most unhealthiest way. That's what happens, though. That's what happens when you play with spell work in a toxic way and not realizing who you're going up against. And people told you multiple times, stop, 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 stop. It's a thought process to me. The good God sees everything. The good God sees everything. And I say that respectfully. I don't got to manipulate God. I don't got to portray something that I'm not. I say who I am and I mean what I say. I'm not genuine love, respect. And I ain't switching up at the end of the day because I always remain the same. It's a thought process to me. I don't got to play with spell work in a toxic way to kick my neighbor down, to be in secret competition with my neighbor. I'm far from a karmic, far from miserable. It's a thought process to me. How people who don't want to go within and do the proper healing, they watch somebody else at the end of the day and they don't even go within and do the proper work. You can't be somebody that you're not. You can't. And it's sad and disturbing how, regardless of what culture you from at the end of the day, how someone can truly be jealous of you. And because they're jealous of you, they would do spell work, rituals on you. Just because of the fact that you know how to respect innocent people. You're doing God's job. Not only you're doing God's job, but you're doing what you love to do. Is be yourself. And it wasn't hard. And it wasn't an issue, let alone an excuse. Because we are all not the same. Regardless if you may have dealt with dysfunctional folks in your household, someone didn't love you or respect you, whatever the case may be, everybody does not come from the same household. A person that didn't come from a loving household, abusing household, they know how to still respect their neighbor. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. And they wish good for their neighbor. They're not trying to kick their neighbor down. That's the problem with people today. How you in secret competition with your neighbor at the end of the day and they minding their business? And you two on two different journeys. You two on two different journeys of your life. Y'all are not the same. Stop comparing yourself with your trauma and your pain to somebody else at the end of the day, only for you to fall short. It's a thought process to me. When the mask falls off, the karmic is revealed. And God saw your true intentions, neighbor. Leave innocent people alone. It's the thought process to me. It's sad that this type of stuff happens every single day. It does. Someone is consistent with their work. I don't care if they was online for a year. I don't care if they was on that job site for a year. I wouldn't care if your child was in school for a year. They put that work in. They showed up for themselves every single day. And they deserve to be respected. Just like you would want someone to respect you. But that's your issue. Because you in secret competition with somebody at the end of the day so dysfunctional. What's your issue? This type of stuff happens every single day at the end of the day. It's not the norm at the end of the day to be in secret competition with somebody at the end of the day to have malicious intentions. Only to get yourself psyched out your own thought process. Because what was your true intentions, neighbor? Third-party conversations not adding up. He say, she say. What a disaster. They looking at you at the end of the day like, what was truly your problem? Because this is a good person. This person didn't do nothing to me. You allowed me to believe something that wasn't true. You want me to go against somebody because you wanted to use and abuse it and manipulate them at the end of the day, only to realize, wow, you shortchanged yourself. Now you really got to go within. It's the thought process to me. You know, be careful when you thinking that you doing spell work on somebody or your energy harvesting off somebody or you're trying to manipulate somebody to play them close and see what they got going on in their life. And I say that respectfully, only for you to shortchange yourself and only to realize that you was the true issue. Now you got to go within to find yourself. It really be the thought process to me because we are all not the same. You trying to kick your neighbor down when they trying to elevate and mind their business in their own lane. You not understanding how someone is prospering faster than you at the end of the day when they was not even in a race with you. What's your issue? It really be the thought process to me. It's sad. It really is sad. Because if you don't like somebody or you're intimidated by somebody, you know, you don't have to deal with somebody, right? So you don't have to display your energy to somebody. If you don't like someone's sexual orientation, their culture, their religion, who they age, or whatever the case may be when it comes to your story. Because someone ties their shoe different to go within and love themselves. And they understood God's time when it came to their faith, not to shortchange you when it came to communication, to kick you down, to see you frown, to be dysfunctional with you at the end of the day, to go back and forth with words with you. All because of the fact that you poked the bear only to realize you was the true issue. This type of stuff happens every single day. And I say that respectfully. When you move in accordingly on God's time, they don't like it. You're the issue. When you ain't got to wear a mask of gas like nobody at the end of the day. What's your true intentions, neighbor? Hate in disguise. They continue to multiply. What's your problem? It's the thought process. We are all not the same. This type of stuff happens every single day. It doesn't matter if you do it as a hobby. It shouldn't matter how you show up in life. Nobody should ever have to shortchange nobody. Respect should be a two-way street. If you like someone's creativity, recognize them for their work and put respect on it. Don't take somebody's work at the end of the day to make it adjusted to your narrative of your life and it's truly not you. What's your issue? Because when the tables turn at the end of the day, and I say this respectfully, you wouldn't like that projection of pain. Because now you really got to go within and you're going to be boo-hoo and crying to go within and ask God for forgiveness at the end of the day. Or to ask God to give you the proper clarity as to what are you doing wrong or how do you show up for yourself or how to better yourself. You see? We're all not the same. Or let alone, you could be so dysfunctional, go into depression stage at the end of the day to lose yourself. But that's what you just wished on your neighbor. How dare you? You only judged yourself. You did. And it's so sad because what happens with these karmics, they would swear up and down that somebody's doing spell work on them because now their life is fumbling. Literally, fumbling! Yeah, you. If you did it to yourself, you made yourself the issue. It's the thought process to me because we are all not the same. Playing with spell work in a toxic way? Nah. I ain't trying to be dysfunctional. I ain't trying to be dysfunctional like you. And I know my neighbor's not too. Because we don't get down like that. And I say that respectfully. We understood the power of prayer at the end of the day. The good God will cover us and protect us and show us who our true enemy is at the end of the day. Only to realize at the end of the day how God was truly favoring us to allow us to create. Something that you couldn't keep up with was knowing your worth. To stay in your lane, to understand your own vision when it came to your faith. You got manipulated and psyched out your own thought process and thought was the norm of this type of behavior. To steal someone's work and make it yours and say you're the original owner. You know what I saw was so disturbing the other day? And I say this respectfully. It was so sad. And it's so crazy. You know, some people don't have time for certain things, but when I got time and place for certain things, I'm gonna make a time and place for certain things. And I say that respectfully. Like checkmate. I ain't gonna say too much, but I'm gonna let you know what you're doing wrong. Because why? You became your own issue. I'm gonna listen within listening to you, right? I'm listening to you. And what you're basically telling me, right, is how you're gonna take my work and use it as your own creativity. I have over, 3,000 and something videos or whatever the case may be. I may not have that many subscribers, but you don't know who's watching me watch me. That's the crazy part. You be so surprised who's watching me watch me at the end of the day. If certain individuals say something to me, they be like, yo, why somebody saying what you talking about? Like, first of all, it don't even sound right. What the heck? And I knew it was you, because who talks like that? It was an issue. That's how they felt. The real one. Just minding their business. Listen to someone else's content. Like, hold on, wait. Yeah, the original owner is not here. Let alone in the building. Let alone put respect on it. That's what I call a genuine right there. It's a thought process to me. You know, a person will play you close, take your ideas, use it as their own, add a little bit to it, so it won't look too, too obvious. But this type of stuff happens every single day. And it's disgusting because when the shoe's on the other foot, they wouldn't want somebody to mentally do that to them. But you know what? The good God sees everything. The good God sees everything. And when the good God sees everything, the good God is going to take care of it. So when things start to happen in your life, I swear to everything I love. And I say this to any genuine ones that's dealing with this right now. We don't got to play with spell work in a toxic way. Because the collective that I know, the genuine collectives that I know, the real ones, they don't play with spell work. They on God's timing. They don't got time for that mindset as to, dang, I gotta do my own karma today. I did it to myself. Shoot. We already took care of that. It's not easy overcoming karma. It's not. So for you to dish your own self out karma, nah, that's not an even exchange. That hurt. because it's going to make you have to go with them. And a lot of people are not mentally healed. Because if you was mentally healed, you'd be able to create. If you was mentally healed the way you said that you are, you'd be able to think for yourself. You'll be able to think of ideas, and you wouldn't have to go to someone else's page to watch them watch them. You wouldn't have to download, screen record, and put it as your own. You wouldn't have to do that. You wouldn't have to sit next to somebody and manipulate them and act like you're so invested in tune with them, or act like you like them and manipulate them only to take their work or take their ideas. This type of stuff happens every single day. It's a thought process. I mean, we are all not the same. And to the content creators and the tarot readers and the healers at the end of the day, the original ones who put your work out there and you get up every single day and you, regardless if it's you know, being a content creator or just getting up every single day and just doing your job. Can't nobody do your job better than you. Can't nobody take your anointings. Nobody. Can't nobody take your soul. They can't. They could dress like you all day long. They could fix their hair like you all day long. They could think they could talk like you all day long. But they can't be you. And I say that respectfully. They can't. They can't be you. However hard they try at the end of the day, however much money they pay, go to acting school just to be like you or whatever the case may be, the math will never make sense. Because there's only one you. That's why they don't like you. It sounds like a sad case. I hope you find peace in your own lane one day, neighbor. Okay, I gotta go. It's a thought process, me. This type of stuff happens every single day. It doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or not at the end of the day. And it's sad and disturbing that people who say, I'm grown, I'm real. Yeah, I'm real. Can't even think for themselves. Can't even come up with ideas. They gotta steal someone else's work to make it their own, only to realize, dang, you fell short. You only call judgment on yourself dealing with the child of God face. You know, the chosen one. And I say that respectfully. You only play in your own face when you come across a genuine child of God. And God saw what you was doing. You can manipulate a situation all day long, but when you do something to a child of God or a chosen one at the end of the day, a star seed, a golden child, well, it doesn't matter. You put a name in your book. But when you bother one of these individuals at the end of the day, you gotta know, you only call karma on yourself. You call judgment on yourself, trying to kick somebody down, trying to take from God. How you take it from God? I don't understand. I make it make sense. Hello? It's not making sense, asshole. Not even a little bit. How you take it from God? God installed something within somebody, and you take something from God, and you act like God didn't see you. It's the thought process to me. You don't understand how mentally disturbed you're about to be. It may not be today that your karma may be dished out to you, but your karma is going to be served on a platter, and you're going to reevaluate your life and say to yourself, I shouldn't have did that day. Oh, no, I shouldn't have did that. No. You ever had a hating co-worker that didn't want to see you elevate, that didn't want to see you get to that next job position or whatever the case may be because they wanted that position and they was a karmic this whole entire time and you didn't know that? They had ill intentions towards you. They was doing spell work on you and you didn't even know. They had malicious intentions. They was in secret competition with you. And you trying to figure out what's their issue. And you just minding your business. You cool with everybody at the end of the day. Only to realize, wow, that was a karmic you was dealing with that day. They wear a mask so well in the day until it falls off. Because what happens is they go into this rage. They can't get to you. They can't manipulate you anymore. The lies ain't making sense. So because their lies are not making sense anymore, they go into this mindset. They start to go crazy within. Because nothing is working. It's not working in their favor. Everything that they planned out to go against you, to kick you down, it's not working in their favor. Because God does not like ugly. You think you providing a roof over your head for your family and only to take from somebody else's family, and it was their work? Like, make it make sense at the end of the day, ma'am, sir. Make it make sense. It's sad that this type of stuff happens, and people say they're adults and they're grown and they take care of themselves and they provide for themselves and they don't need nobody help, but they out here stealing people work. They out here trying to kick somebody down from not getting that job opportunity. And God sees everything. And I say that respectfully. So if you watch me at the end of the day, and I was nothing but respectful to you, and you wanted to kick me down, only to realize, to find out that you was truly the issue, I truly hope that you find peace within your life and within your journey, and you continue to be patient with yourself. And I say this respectfully because I realize, you know, we're adults, right? We're adults. And you wouldn't want this type of energy to be projected on your own child for someone to kick them down. Especially in a society like this, regardless if it's a job site, regardless if it doesn't matter where they at in the world at the end of the day. You wouldn't want someone to do malicious intentions towards your child, let alone you. So why do you feel like it was okay for you to do it to an innocent person who didn't have malicious intentions towards you that day, let alone they didn't disrespect you in no shape or form? But you knew how to kick your neighbor down. You knew how to judge a book by its cover, and you only judged God that day. You didn't like someone's sexual orientation, but that has nothing to do with you. That's somebody's life. That's how they choose themselves. They love themselves, and they not having excuses why they don't love themselves, because they do love themselves. But you made an excuse why you didn't know how to respect your neighbor. You made an excuse because someone's disability. You made an excuse because someone's culture. You made an excuse because someone's age. Because you judged the book by its cover. And because you judged the book by its cover, God was watching you this whole entire time. God works in mysterious ways, and I say that respectfully, and God works miracles every single day. But you gotta believe in yourself to understand at the end of the day, you gotta heal within and leave innocent people alone. And I say this respectfully, to the karmic that's watching me, to whoever you are. I truly hope one day that you truly go within and find yourself to create within and become your best self vision of yourself. Instead of having to take someone's work, instead of trying to play someone's clothes, instead of trying to play somebody close, or trying to line them up, or send people after them, because the fact that you don't like somebody. This type of stuff happens every single day, and it's so unhealthy. And then not realizing who you're dealing with within the spiritual realm too, it'd be the kicker for the kicker. You asshole, why did you do that? Oh, you just messed around and found out. A rude awakening. You about to be mad. Big mad. Because you did it to yourself. You called judgment on yourself to only play karma. Going back and forth with your work, going back and forth with yourself with your words, trying to understand the definition of karma. You played in your own face, dealing your own face, share your own karma. Going back and forth with yourself with your own words. Mentally unstable. That's what you wanted somebody to be that day, to seek themselves, to find themselves at the end of the day, only to realize you only shortchange yourself, mentally ill now. What's your true intentions, neighbor? You been like that since you met yourself? And all you do is wear a mask. Like you're not mentally unstable. Because 9 out of 10, a karmic, they're truly mentally unstable. They're their own worst enemy. They are. It's like looking a devil in the eye without looking too long. And I say that respectfully. That's the type of people you gotta protect yourself against. This type of stuff happens every single day, and it's so sad. It really is. It's sad. Imagine trying to go toe-to-toe with the devil every single day. Because the karmic doesn't know how to have self-control. Because the karmic doesn't know how to sit down and mind their business and go within and love themselves. And all they want to do is put their trauma and their pain and their misery loves company on an innocent person who was minding their business that day. Because they knew how to go within. This type of stuff happens every single day. It does. And we are all not the same. You know, a person who understood trauma and pain and probably came from a dysfunctional household, didn't have love or whatever the case may be, still went into the world and respected their neighbor, still went into the world and didn't have to kick their neighbor down, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. And it's sad that a karmic, what karmics do, right? They would dig within digging to get dirt on you, only to realize they fell short because that's not who you are today. You talking about something that I did 10 years ago. You're talking about something I did 15 years ago. That's not how I'm living today, and that's not how I've been living for the last 7 years, let alone 10 years. It really be the thought process to me, how someone tries to run up on you, only to realize they shortchanged themselves when it came to communication. One-side conversation with yourself. Oh, you need a whole straight jacket. You need a whole straight body jacket. On your way to the doctor. On your way to the doctor, because you're out here bothering innocent people. They need to come find out your diagnosis. Because it's not making sense within making sense, because you're wearing the mask a little bit too long. You're mentally unstable, bothering innocent people. That's your issue. It's a thought process to me. We are all not the same. We're not. And it's sad and disturbing how someone wants to get someone discouraged and how someone wants someone to give up because they understand and believe in their faith. Why would you want your neighbor to get discouraged? Why would you want to wish bad on your neighbor, to try to manipulate their energy and talk bad on them so they can believe in what you're saying, and only to realize at the end of the day, and you was a head in the sky this whole entire time? It's a thought process. It's a thought process to me. I'm about to wrap this video up. I gotta go. Night, love, respect. People be out here doing spell work, and it's kind of funny. People really be out here doing spell work, trying to hide their hands. I don't really realize I see you, asshole. I ain't saying that, but I see you. Only to realize that return back to sin that actually works, and someone wants forgiveness. It's sad how someone plays with spell work in a toxic way for so long, and only to realize when they came across the right person at the end of the day, that they can't play with any longer at the end of the day, like everybody else, how they manipulate it. And when they come across that real child of God at the end of the day, the chosen one, the real one that ain't got to gaslight nobody, or manipulate somebody, or act like God did this and God did that, ain't got to lie. When you show up for yourself, how they try to do spell work on you, and it would truly show you at the end of the day who's truly coming for you. And when the spell work actually goes back, they really start to go crazy. People really start to lose their mind. And it's sad. Spell work is really real. Like, spell work is really real. It really is real. And it's sad. It really is sad. You can cut somebody off. You can not have no communication with somebody at the end of the day. You don't have to know somebody for someone to do spell work on you. And I say that respectfully. And be careful when coming across these tarot readers, because they saying that they're tarot readers, and they're really not tarot readers. They're really karmics, and they're energy harvesting off of people's energy. And there's a lot of them doing this nowadays because they're not prospering in their life. And I say that respectfully. You'd be so surprised. Individuals could have so many views and likes at the end of the day, and they will still attack you because they see how God is truly favoring you. This type of stuff happens every single day. It's really the thought process to me. We are all not the same. Be mindful who you allow yourself to be around, when allowing your energy to be around certain people, because certain individuals are not for you. A person will play you close and act like they're into you as far as a relationship. They will act like they're so buddy when it comes to family or friendship or associate in the street, and only to realize this whole entire time they was doing spell work in a dysfunctional way. to manipulate you, to allow you to feel like, oh, you are worthy, right? But then you see a red flag within a red flag, they start to make you uncomfortable because the mask starts to fall off. And you start to see the envious, the jealousy. They can't wear the mask for so long because their true intentions, they don't like you. They don't like you so bad, they gotta do spell work. I never saw a person do spell work on somebody so much. It don't make no sense. And you don't even know them. That's the sad part. It really is. It really is sad. How I cannot know you or you don't know somebody and they doing spell work on you. And you didn't send for them. But they had their eyes on you this whole entire time. It's more dangerous when family does it. You gotta protect your energy, and I say that respectfully. It's a thought process to me. I gotta go. I need a nap. Now you genuine love, respect. I treat your time to the genuine ones only. Protect your energy because not everybody is deserving of your time and your day. You matter and you are worthy. Never get discouraged because someone doesn't see your worth. And you don't have malicious intentions regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. You matter, you are worthy. Never get discouraged because of a temporary situation. Because someone doesn't know how to take accountability, or someone doesn't know how to respect you. Someone wants you to be discouraged. Someone wants you to give up. Someone doesn't want you to see your worth. When God is truly favoring you, or when you're trying to be patient with your process to heal the wounds that's in store within you, so you can become your best self vision of yourself, so you won't make those excuses for yourself to shortchange yourself, and your past won't allow you to, you don't have to be reminded of your past holding you back because you're willing to choose you. And don't allow spell work to discourage you either. And getting over spell work is not easy because not everybody's protected and not everybody knows who's being attacked, why they being attacked, and for what, and for all these different type of reasons. At the end of the day, that's how real is confirmation. You be so surprised you're being spiritually attacked by somebody and you're just minding your business, and it's just the hate in the back that don't like the fact that you tie your shoe different. They don't like the fact that you're a popular loner, but everybody loves you. You get too much attention, and you don't even like the attention, but you just so genuine and real, and people just love you. People don't like stuff like that. People don't like the fact that you could be your authentic self, and people gravitate to you, and the fact that they're not getting that same in return, they don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like the fact that you know how to get up and clean your household and take care of your responsibilities. People don't like that. You'd be so surprised. Because a person who don't take care of themselves, they're not going to like the fact that you know how to take care of yourself. This type of stuff happens every single day. When you least expect it. That's why you got to protect your energy at the end of the day. When you walk out in the street, no matter where you at the end of the day, you have to protect your energy because you don't know who's doing voodoo spells on you, love spells on you, witchcraft, in a toxic way. Any spell work that's toxic, that could bring harm towards you, that could manipulate you out your thought process, your freedom, your pockets, your eyesight, to psych you out your freedom. That's how real it is. You mad and you're worthy. Never get discouraged, and I say that respectfully. God is still being patient with you at the end of the day. Hey, Karmic, if you in the back, let me tell you something. I hope you find peace in your own lane one day. Misery loves company, and you're wearing it real well. Real well. But yeah, you're wearing it real well. I would never wish bad on you. Never. You could wish bad on me all day long because of my sexual orientation, because how God is favoring me, and God's allowed me to believe in myself and allow me to see my miracles become my reality. Regardless if I didn't have loved ones that truly showed up for me and was by my side, I still didn't have to kick my neighbor down when I went outside. See how that energy works? We are all not the same. You know, people hide their hands when they are bullied. People could be around people all day long and everybody, oh no, that person not like that. That person not like, no, not my baby. No, not my son, not my daughter. No, not my friend. No, not my cousin. No. Only to realize, wow, the mask fell off. Now everybody's surprised. He say, she say, it's not adding up. Only to realize, wow, now they got to go within because they got to realize who truly was the issue. Their own family member went against the innocent person who didn't have malicious intentions. This type of stuff happens every single day. It's a thought process, man. We are all not the same. We're not. I don't have to kick you down because I'm having a discouraging moment. I don't have to kick you down because I'm dealing with depression. I don't have to kick you down because I'm dealing with a sickness. I don't have to kick you down because I'm going through something financially. I don't have to kick you down because someone didn't know how to love me. I don't have to kick you down. I don't have to kick you down because we are all not the same. That's why, when they say, real recognize real, now you gotta be careful when you use that word real, and I say that respectfully because we are all not the same. No, 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 no. Because common sense ain't common sense nowadays. At the end of the day, someone will shortchange you and leave you with excuses. Now you gotta reevaluate the thought process and go within and realize at the end of the day, you wasn't the problem that day. You wasn't. You wasn't the problem. Someone projected something on you. Someone projected for you to be mentally unstable. Someone projected for you not to believe in yourself. Someone projected to see you frown, not to see you smile. They didn't like the fact that you knew how to smile and it was genuine. It was organic. Oh, yeah, I'm smiling and I ain't got a fake wear it either. Oh. And you can do it on a regular. And because someone doesn't know how to go within and understand their own emotions, they have to kick you down within the process. It doesn't matter if a person's been bullied as a child and they become that adult. Everybody's not the same and becomes the bully. You got some people who become the bully as being picked on as a child. They become a bully as an adult. But then you got people children who was bullied as kids, and when they become adults, they don't become the bully. No. Because they knew how it felt to be uncomfortable. They knew how it felt to be disrespected. They knew how it felt to be put in a situation and feel like they was only in a box and nobody knew how to respect them. Because we are all not the same. How someone would kick you down and play victim and hide their hands, but God saw what you was doing. The good God saw every movement. And you only call judgment on yourself, then your own face, share your own karma. On your knees asking for forgiveness, only to realize what a view. Bothering innocent people. Bothering innocent people. Now you gotta look up and ask for forgiveness every single day because of the fact that you poked the bear, only to realize you didn't like the reaction, only to realize that you truly care. This type of stuff happens every single day. A person will scream, I don't care! I don't care! Until they do their own fair share, their own karma that return back to something that actually works. I don't play with spoken in a toxic way. And I say that respectfully because I move on God's time and to understand my faith. Because God has allowed me to see better days ahead. Why would I want to shortchange myself when it comes to a case of karma? What a disaster. It's a thought process to me. We are all not the same. Just put some respect on someone's work. It's just that simple. I'm just saying, stop stealing people's work. Nah, for real. Stop being a copycat. Be original. Be yourself. If you be original, people respect you. Now they gotta look at you like you was truly the issue because you didn't know how to go within, to find yourself, to better yourself, to recognize at the end of the day that you was the one that was making excuses to shortchange yourself. That you kept saying that you were so real. And you had to steal someone's work. It's a thought process. I mean, we all not the same. God works in mysterious ways. And like I said, my content is not for everybody. It's not. And it's sad and disturbing because of my sexual orientation and what I do. And I don't have malicious intentions when I help innocent people. Or regardless if you're a criminal, I still know how to respect my neighbor. And it's sad and disturbing to see because someone is comfortable with their sexual orientation and they don't have malicious intentions towards innocent people, how someone tries to kick somebody down because they don't understand how someone's showing up for themselves and how God is truly favoring somebody. You're only questioning God. So go ask God the actual answer that you're looking for at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully because we are all not the same. And because someone is sexual orientation at the end of the day, and regardless where in the world they live, and I say this respectfully, it don't matter where in the world they live. Someone is happy with themselves, regardless of their sexual orientation or not, just leave innocent people alone. They ain't bothering you. Because we are all not the same. I don't gotta kick my neighbor down. I ain't gotta disrespect my neighbor in a toxic, dysfunctional way. My neighbor try to antagonize my character for me to go back and forth with words with them, only to realize, wow, you truly only shortchanged yourself. Because at the end of the day, what you was looking for, right, neighbor, you was looking for me to do what everybody else do. Is act out of character. And because you judged a book by its cover, because you said, you know what, that person is gay, so they're gonna act out unaccordingly, unhealthy, and all this dumb stuff, or whatever case may be. Only for you to realize what of you. How someone walked away, how someone respect themselves, and they respected you still in the process. Because we are all not the same. And it's so discouraging, so disrespectful to see within the community how people go against the innocent person, regardless of their sexual orientation. And I say that respectfully. That's like me saying my straight friends or whatever the case may be, they all have hand problems. They all beat their boyfriends up. They all beat their girlfriends up. I can't do that at the end of the day because we are all not the same. Unfortunately, it may be one bad person in the group that has a hand problem, but that ain't got nothing to do with us, regardless if we're straight or we're not. And I say that respectfully. Stop judging a book by its cover because you don't want nobody to do that to you. You know how it feels for someone to manipulate your character, to tell you who you are, to antagonize your character, to judge a book by its cover, only to realize, wow, you continue to fall short. When it came to your own narrative, one-sided conversation, God's trying to figure out what's your true intentions at the end of the day, bothering innocent people. With your trauma and your pain, you project it on somebody at the end of the day, only keep saying at the end of the day you're healed within, only to realize you keep saying the same thing. You keep saying the same thing. And not only you keep saying the same thing, you keep saying the same thing within the same thing that you have a problem with someone's sexual orientation. And they're not bothering you. They're not. They're not bothering you in no shape or form. And it's sad and disturbing to see how someone doesn't know you and they think they know you and they're putting a projection on you only to realize they became so useful, now they got to use their common sense to realize that everybody's not the same. And be careful when judging a book by its cover. Now you really got to go within. It's a thought process to me. We are all not the same. We're not. I'm not going to sit here and kick my neighbor down because my neighbor ties their shoe differently. I'm not going to kick my neighbor down because my neighbor lives in a different neighborhood from me. I'm not going to kick my neighbor down because my neighbor loves differently. That's your love language. That's how you show up for yourself. That's not how I show up for myself. But I hope you find yourself one day to better yourself, to recognize that it's not healthy. But who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? It's something that's unhealthy. I'm against it, not for it, so I stay in my own lane. But that does not mean I'm going to kick my neighbor down in the process. Something is not right, it's not right. You putting your hands on somebody to hurt them. That's not right, that's not love. That's not. You punching somebody facing every single day. Don't want them to be around their family or whatever disaster you trying to cause. It's not okay. Just like when it comes to certain individuals, not everybody moves that way when it comes to having a hand problem. But people quick to label somebody because of their sexual orientation. People quick to label somebody because of this. They label somebody because of that. Because people are different. You didn't even give yourself a fair chance to actually get to know somebody, and you judge them, and only to realize how God was truly blessing you with somebody who wouldn't go against you or put you in secret competition, but only to respect you and uplift you, that energy hits different. Because we are all not the same. We're not. It's a thought process for me. You matter and you are worthy. Do not get discouraged. It don't matter about your sexual orientation. I don't care about that. As long as you ain't got malicious intentions to hurt innocent people, you good in my book. It's a thought process for me. God sees everything you're doing, so I mind my business. It's a thought process for me. You know, it's okay to smile. So never get discouraged because someone doesn't want to see you smile. They want to see you frown. They want you to be miserable just like them. You ever saw somebody look at you like, oh, here you go again? That's jealousy. Somebody miserable, but they can't wait to see you. They can't wait to see you. They miss you so bad. They can't wait to see you. Now that's becoming sick. And that's a real sick karmic. And it's the type of stuff that we have in our community. I'm sorry to say. And they are really a sad excuse. Because they really be out here bothering innocent people with their malicious intentions. And they be stealing people's work. And don't know how to put respect on someone's name. It's the thought process of me. What is wrong with you? You know, continue to be patient with your process. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Like I said, my content is not for everybody, and that's okay. You know, be yourself, be original. And if you watch me, or whatever the case may be, just know that God sees you if you still in my work. And I say that respectfully. I don't care how much money you got in the bank at the end of the day, if you a celebrity or not. Yeah, God sees you, okay? So if you still in my work, God sees you. And you only made yourself the issue. And trust and believe, I don't play with spell work, and I say that respectfully. I don't got time for that. No. But it's a thought process for me. You matter, you're worthy. Never get discouraged. Allow yourself to continue to believe in your faith, even when you feel like you're discouraged. Every day is not going to be a perfect day when you're trying to find balance to communicate with yourself when you're healing trauma and pain, because healing trauma and pain will never be an overnight process when healing wounds within you. But never allow yourself to be an excuse or shortchange yourself because someone mentally abused you, to allow you to feel like you wasn't worthy of yourself, only to realize you treated yourself right, to believe in yourself, to be patient with yourself, to go within, because God is still patient with you. And you wasn't the problem. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. I know it wasn't you. You didn't do it. I know you didn't do it. It was them. Whoever them was. It's a thought process, me. I should preach something to the genuine ones only. Have a safe day. Have a safe week. Have a safe remaining month. Have a safe remaining year. Protect your energy because night brings every your time of your day. You matter. You're worthy. Never allow a hate in disguise or personal intentions like your thought process for any pockets of your eyesight because they ain't got good intention. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people that's truly for you. And I say that respectfully. Never allow yourself to get discouraged because someone didn't see your worth. They wanted you to give up. They allowed you to feel like you wasn't worthy of yourself because they didn't choose you that day. But God chose you to allow you to see your faith, to see your best self-vision of yourself, to show for yourself. God is good. I gotta go. I need a nap. No, for real. I need a nap. Never get discouraged of self-love, finding yourself to better yourself because someone tried to kick you down because they didn't see your worth. Never get discouraged. And I say that respectfully. Never get discouraged because someone wants you to give up. Don't give up on you because God has not given up on you. And I say the good God, I do not worship the devil. I do not worship the devil. And I say that respectfully. I do not have malicious intentions on my page. My name, it means what it says, and it says what it means. And one thing I love to do is be on the same page with my genuine ones. It's a thought process to me. You only heard it from my mouth. You ain't hear it from nobody else. I said it first if I got a problem. It's a thought process to me. Now, your genuine love, respect. Have a good day. Have a safe evening to the genuine ones only. I gotta go. I need a nap. Now, your genuine love, respect. Be safe.